How in all Eora have they kept it down here?
Belfetto. I am thrilled as always to walk into a dragon's lair with you, Watcher. Your path is littered with the creatures.
Holy gone, but it's beautiful. And I'll bet smart as a whip and just as mean.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making? I am Skirilophus, Guardian of the Isles. What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
Hello.
No. It is older than me by far. You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana. This prison is built on a foundation of their lies. You stand in the sanctum of the Water Shapers, those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art. An art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people. One struck in a different time, when the gods showered devotion on Huana. The guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no Water Shapers to remember them. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul.
This cannot be true, I say.
The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company. And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian. The Huana of ages past could have shaped the very Deadfire to their liking. Now their backs have turned against Ngati's covenant. Their art is an echo of its former glory.
Ngati, he speaks true.
Your disgrace, so pure and concentrated. Clever Pariki twisted the forms of her art. Rather than give obeisance to Ngati, they draw from the wards of this prison. None but the masters of the guild ever knew this.
Mother, Ngati never told me this, I say.
The goddess and her insufferable tests. She never raised a fin to deliver me from this prison. You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing. Believe what you will. My duty to the Archipelago is all that matters. Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings. My gift to Pariki. My covenant with the Huana. Another broken promise. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
We have a responsibility, I say. But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed. The Huana will struggle. If they are worthy, they will endure. Those who are wise will remember their covenant with ancient Ngati. Your ship will sail with grateful protection. That is a boon without equal in the Deadfire. The Huana have chartered their doom. I will not mourn their passing. Neither will I speed it along while they stand against the foreign tide. I will tolerate your curiosity. is not for the taking. Not by you, or any of the outsider spirit thieves. Very well. I give you one chance. Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a debt of pain that I have no wish to incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison. I make no promises to cooperate with your animancy games.
I'd be glad to. Yes? Of course.
I feel irregular, lighter, but there is an absence as well. The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra. I have had precious little cause for hope since I arrived in Nekataka. Until today. Should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
Absolutely. Yes?
Captain, a word. When I joined the guild, I was a fish in a dream. Water Shapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history. Heroes, I say. Now I see the guild only for what it has become. Eora, a perversion of the oldest Juana art. If the guild cannot depend on its own teachings, then difficult times lie ahead of us all. I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer. My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say.
At once.
Onikaza will want your report, I say. Pariki should have known we could not keep a dragon forever.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
What can I do? I'd be glad to.
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's overlook? The mountain shakes, bellows of anguish echo over the wind. And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's Birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have. Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me, what happened? You do not jest.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
For what did the Guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report. No! To lose a teacher of Myru's skill while Rawatai points their cannons at us? Tekehu, my sympathies. I know yours was a turbulent apprenticeship.
Akera, the Guild, they fought bravely, Highness.
Send every bird for my master water shapers. Tell them to cleave the ocean in half if they must. They will come to Nekataka now. I once told Myru she was not allowed to retire while Rawatai's fleet darkened my ports. Nagati is not done testing me, I say. Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire. Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
Akera, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same? Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished. Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say, and Myru's after her, all at the cost of this beast's freedom. If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost. What became of the dragon, Watcher, if the power of this beast strengthened our guild? What Pariki did was no kindness, I say. But her actions helped students of the Guild to learn our most sacred art.
I am not feeling very sacred today, Highness.
Tekehu, what was the dragon but Nagati's gift to the Huana? You are out of practice interpreting your mother's omens. This is more valuable to me than every cannon in Rawatai. Thank you, Watcher. Akira, it will be a nightmare to appease traders and admirals seeking recompense for shipwrecks. But what is a queen if not the one to toss in her sleep while her people rest at ease? My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials. I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Neketaka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Huana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong. The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach. I have hesitated to let the trading companies see my teeth, but those days are behind us. Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's iron fleet. Ask. I would not have you journeying to Oryokoiki uninformed. The corpses refer to the pungent Koiki trees, the curse. There are Nguithan ruins on the isle. I say our ancestors were either superstitious or had no taste for Koiki. It is said the Wahaki did unspeakable things to survive the downfall of our ancestors, cannibalizing the injured and making blood sacrifices to the gods. As the dust settled, the other tribes learned to keep their distance from the tribe. Those who do not think like my brother say the Wahaki never recovered from the loss of Ukaizo. The Huana are always stronger together than we were apart. I want the Wahaki to remember this. Today, we are tribes, united under the gods. Tomorrow, we can be an empire, and the Deadfire our protected haven. Akira, then you will seek out the Wahaki and bring their strength to the Kahanga? Sail for the Isle of Oryokoiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. The island lies northwest of Neketaka. There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life. Write it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
And to my tribe, the Water Shapers were keepers of the past, our connection to the ancestors. How the guild heaped praise on Ngati's chosen. How they congratulated themselves for acquiring me, I say. My cage was a gilded one. Their dragon, he was not so lucky. When the crown and the guild say what is right, who would not doubt themselves first? The guild teaches a likeness of Ngati's art, for shame. But they posture before outsiders like masters of old. To inspire the world with Ngati's gift, this is my calling. None of this changes how I feel when I practice the forms. Like swimming over an ocean trench, I say. But Pariki twisted my art into a perversion, an echo of what it should be. The guild must change for the Huana to grow. I say that as Ngati's message delivered through her son's mouth. I will bring a change not seen since the days of our ancestors. Our legends speak of the covenant with Ngati, one that defined the tribes for generations. The ancestors gave her unwavering devotion, and she gave them a gift. Losing Ukaizo severed our connection to the gods. Over time, their gifts diminished. The tribes have never needed Ukaizo more. With Ngati's blessing, I would bring Ukaizo to them. An island, a city, a dream. The best of our people, before Cataclysm buried it under ash and waves. Others call it the heart of the Huana Empire. More still, call it home. The bleached bones of the past? Lewd sculptures? No one knows what the Huana left behind, and there is little enough for us to guess by. Kara, talent like mine was once effortless, I say. Our birthright as Huana. Our ancestors could raise islands or divide the seas. No warship could stand against us. Now only a fraction of us remember. Kara, sometimes I wonder if we lost the Covenant for a reason, and if Ngati's chosen should choose his own path. Whatever we find, what better crew than friends to find lost Ukaizo on treacherous seas? Kara?
Or we could visit the bathhouse for a nice quiet soak. Just a thought.
Did you hear that? We're friends, him and I.
Captain, you have let the handsome fish do all the talking. I needed this. Thank you. Ikera, let us be off.
My handsome fish is intimidated by his own potential. How upsetting for him. See the anxiety that takes shelter behind his confident smile? He has worn that since he was old enough to swim. I could always plant the Covenant in his dreams, but that would spoil the fun of Ukaizo. My final test with Juana. Help him to rise up from crawling. Help him to stand and walk as a man, as a god.
Still with us, Captain? I had no desire to bore you with my inane chatter.
What can I do?
Yours to command, Captain. What say, my friend? What indeed? I say I am of two minds. My talents are my own, and not even Ngati can tell me how they should be used. I say the tribes would do better with more artists and fewer saviors. But my people struggle against the outsiders, and Ngati did not place me in the Deadfire without intention. Finding the Covenant could bring the Huana closer to the gods and the ways of the past. I must decide if this is best.
Certainly.